everybody, welcome to April. It's Beth Heyer here, and I'm here to do another short resonance repatterning session with you for the month of April. And our mantra for this month has to do with clutter. And clutter is just one of those things I guess we work on for our whole entire lives if you're me. And so I thought we would do a little orientation around clearing the clutter out and bring some ease and joy into it. So our statement, our mantra for the month is I clear and release the clutter in my life with ease and joy. That sounds pretty good to me. So let's see what we need to do to orient ourselves in the direction of nurturance and love for ourselves while we're doing this, making more space for the new to come in, whatever we're wanting to come in instead. And orientation will begin with if there's anything that we need to orient to ourselves. That's the first category in orientation. So let me just check that. So before we go any further and before I forget, let's go ahead and check that statement to see if we're resonating with it. And we'll check with our feeling sense, and then I'll also check using the muscle checking tool. So let's say the statement together. I clear and release all the clutter in my life with joy and ease. Take a nice breath in and out through your nose. And I'm checking we're not resonating with that, and just notice, did that set off little alarms of lists of things that you want to get done and that are burdening you at the moment, or whatever the case may be. Mental things, emotional things, relationship things, it can be anything. Clutter can be physical, or it can be emotional and mental, things that we can't stop thinking about, or relationships that we work on to continually clear a pathway to bring us more joy and ease so we can be fully invested in places that are fulfilling for us. And I also did check to see what we need with this orientation to self, and what came up was a disoriented feeling, and the feeling is I feel overwhelmed and I'm feeling short of breath just thinking about it. So let's say that statement together. I feel overwhelmed. Take a nice breath in and out. Notice how you feel. Notice if there's any tightness, if you're breathing very well. And I am checking that we are resonating with feeling overwhelmed. I know I certainly relate to that when I think about what needs to get done. The list is long and it gets so overwhelming that I just can't move. So what this is going to do is get us moving in the direction we want and clearing things up. So the next thing we'll do is we'll find an oriented feeling to replace our disoriented feeling. And I did muscle check to see what that would be, and that is that I feel loved and loving. What a nice change that is, from feeling overwhelmed to feeling loved and loving. I like it a lot. So let's say that statement together. I feel loved and loving. And take a nice breath. Just notice how you feel, no judgment about it. We just want to notice what's the difference. How do we feel now, and how will we feel at the end when we check them again? All right, the next thing we're going to see is we're going to check if we need anything from being oriented to others around clearing clutter in our lives. And I'm muscle checking that we do not need anything from there. And then I'll check the last section in orientation as being oriented to time and see if we need anything from there, and we do. And it's about being anchored in our bodies. It is not. It is about right pacing. So the statement about orientation to time has to do with right pacing. And the statement is, I pace myself, staying in rhythm with my own best timing. So I cope with challenges as positive opportunities for extraordinary outcomes. Extraordinary, I love that. So let's say it together, and we'll do it in pieces because it's kind of a long statement. So please say with me, I pace myself, staying in rhythm with my own best timing. So I cope with challenges as positive opportunities for extraordinary outcomes. Take a nice breath. Well, I certainly like the idea of how that sounds, although I am definitely not feeling in sync with that at the moment. I'm still feeling kind of a sense of panic about all the things that I need to get done to clear the clutter in my life. So the next thing we're going to do is check and see what is the one thing that we can do at this moment in time that is going to change our energy field and allow us to open up to choice and actually move forward with clearing and releasing clutter in our life with ease and joy. So let me just check and see what that is. The modality that we need, as it turns out, is called the stature of power and creativity. This is a really beautiful exercise, and I'm just going to walk you through it with my voice. So what you want to do is sit, if you're not already sitting, and come into your stature, and that means to sit with a straight spine, with your feet on the floor, and your spine is nice and straight and uplifted, so you feel a gentle pull upwards from the crown of your head. Ask yourself, what do I contribute or bring to life that I am happy about? In your mind, answer, I bring, and fill in the blank. In your mind, say thank you to Source. In your mind, say love and let go. Let go of everything that is not love. Take a deep in your body, loving breath. Arc your breath like a rainbow. As you exhale, feel your energy arcing out from you into the room, beyond the room, to include the whole world. When you breathe in, feel your recharged energy filling you. As you continue to breathe deeply out and in, arc your energy out and feel your recharged energy returning to you. Take care of the details. Whatever you are wanting to do or are doing, whether it's washing dishes, creating a work of art, clearing clutter, as we've been talking about, be totally present in the moment by taking care of the details. Ask yourself, in relation to what I am doing or want to do, what are the details I need to take care of? Take your time. Mentally ask yourself, what is the right pacing for me at this time in terms of what I am doing or want to do with my time? Your body, emotions, and mind will stretch time when you pace yourself in a way that is right for you. And lastly, be conscious of self. Be conscious of who you truly are, your essence that is beyond your body, emotions, and mind, your pure consciousness that is beyond time. We're just going to pause for a minute and take that in. Now we're going to take a deep breath, and when we breathe out, we're going to release a gentle ha sound on our exhale. So nice breath in. And then take some nice integrating breaths. So just breathe in and out relaxed through your nose and allow the change that you've just made, the doors that you've just opened, to allow your life to be easier, to come through. Be appreciative of the time that you've just spent with yourself to do so. Okay, so great job on the modality that we just did, that wonderful stature of power and creativity. You can come back to that anytime you want. Just look for the part with the rainbow. So now we're going to go back to the beginning and say the statements again and see if we feel differently, if things have changed. And I will, of course, also be using the muscle checking to determine that. So the first statement, our mantra for the month, please say with me, I clear and release the clutter in my life with joy and ease. And take a nice breath. I'm checking we're resonating with that now. Yay! So that means things will be easier. I love that, because what that means is that you will work on things little by little, and before you know it, you will be amazed by how much you've gotten done already, and it feels fantastic. It's like losing weight. Yay! All right, the next statement was about a feeling that was disoriented for us in relation to our mantra. So the statement is, I feel overwhelmed. So please say that with me. I feel overwhelmed. Take a nice breath in and out. And hopefully you are not feeling overwhelmed anymore. I'm feeling actually quite relaxed now when I breathe after I've said that. It feels like I got out of jail. Yay! And I am also checking that we are not resonating with that with the muscle checking tool. And the next statement was about an oriented feeling that we used to replace the overwhelm, which was very lovely. And the statement is, I feel loved and loving. So please say that with me. I feel loved and loving. And take a nice breath. I'm checking that we are resonating with that, and I am just feeling more and more relaxed and free as we go through this process after the modality, and I hope that you're feeling something similar. The next statement was about timing and about our own right pacing when we're clearing our clutter. So to not overdo so that we get burned out or, want to crawl in a hole and never come out and hope that it gets done magically, which I often hope myself. What's wrong with hoping for magic? I'm always hoping for magic. All right, so the statement is kind of long, so let's say it in pieces. Please say with me, I pace myself, staying in rhythm with my own best timing. So I cope with challenges as positive opportunities for extraordinary outcomes. And take a nice breath. I'm checking that we are indeed resonating with that as well, and I am continuing to feel more relaxed myself, and each breath that I've taken after the modality has just gotten deeper and deeper in my body, which is a very wonderful feeling. I want to thank you for spending time with me today. I really enjoyed doing this session, and I hope you enjoyed it too. If you have any questions for me or need to reach me for any reason, please feel free to do so. My website is www.blossomingdreams.com. Thank you again. Have a beautiful April.